Right, Pearce. So, quick thing there on the natural minor scale. So, a couple of other things as well, of course, right? But we'll start with that. So, we're going to start off with this, the A natural minor scale. So, and we're going to talk about as well how this doubles up as a major scale too. And a couple of little things you can do to modify it. So, first of all, we'll do the shape itself. So, you're starting off on the root note on the 6th string. So, just find A. Remember, the chromatic scale, they all have... it goes from A to G, they all have sharps except for B and D, right? So you start off here, E, no E sharp, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, all right? So, now the notes in the A natural minor scale are just A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's no sharps in this. So we're going to start off up 2, then 1, same thing on the next string, just up 2 on the D string, drop back a fret, up 1, then 2, then go back up a fret, up 1, then 2, and then up 2, then 1 on the first string. Back down. Now it's up to you whether you use your little finger here. Even when I'm down here, I don't really think it's necessary. It's definitely necessary when you're up here because you have to reach over all the strings as well. Now there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing it this way. But just particularly for, this is a very common spot to bend from. I much prefer to have that ready to go with third finger so I can really hoist it up. But if you want to use the little finger, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so now when you're practicing this, number one, do try to do it to a metronome. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Keep it slow at first. Prioritize clarity over speed. And but do, not all the time, but do quite a bit practice with a metronome. It will stand to you. Another thing to do while you're practicing this is get into the habit early of counting in cycles of 7 as you go up. So that way you know what all the notes are. Not just that's an A, that's a B, that's a C, but more importantly than that, that's a first, second, third. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay, because that will allow you to modify the scale in ways that are actually predictable. Okay, next thing then is to make this an A major scale, or any kind of major scale, right? Because the shape is the same. It's really just got a different starting point is really the only difference between the major scale and the natural minor scale. So if you want the A major scale, step 1 is the same. Well, with this particular iteration of it anyway, step 1 is the same. Find the A note on the 6th string, but find it with your little finger. And play it just as if you've played the first 2 notes already here. So you're just starting here. And so what that show, and so that's the A major scale. But if we just include these notes, these 2 notes down here, that's the F sharp natural minor scale and the A major scale, same collection of notes. So there's a particular relationship between F sharp minor and A major, relative major and minor. So more on that later. So other than that as well, pentatonic, remember that the pentatonic is the natural minor scale minus the 2nd and the 6th. That's all it is. And I'll just give you as well just a little extension to the pentatonic. So you know that one, right? Let's bring it up here a little bit. So the top notes of the first position, which are here, as in, now become the bottom notes, and you just go up 2 frets from there. That's called the blues box. It's just a particularly playable little spot on the fretboard. A lot of blues guitar players spend their entire careers just in that one little spot. So so just mess around with that as well. We'll get into some phrasing later on as well. And so that's it. And I want you to try and do that in terms of with the chords as well. We will be getting into this later, but there's C, for example. There's the 1st, there's the 3rd, there's the 5th, 1st, 3rd, okay? So, for example, when you get your variations, your 7s and all that, there's the 8th there, the C note in the C chord that isn't the lowest one. So for a major 7, we only bring it down by 1. Or, to be more precise about it, we put a note in there that is 1 below that. So that's C major 7. Then if we wanted a C7, just to demonstrate the principle of the thing, we'll go into more detail on this later. There's a C note. If we want a C7, C7 means C major with a minor 7 in it. You wouldn't know that from the name, but that's what it actually is. So we want to take this eighth down by 2, add that to the rest of the chord, and that's C7. And of course, the same is true for all the rest of the chords. There's the A note in the A chord, that isn't the lowest one. So take it down by 1, you've got A major 7. Take it down by 2, A7. So that's kind of the logic, just one little iteration of the logic when it comes to chord variations. Okay, so start on that, up and down with that natural minor scale. You know, get it clean, but you know, get it fast too, nothing wrong with that. And we'll come back on that later and just keep on adding to that playlist in the meantime. All right, I'll see you next time.